So I know this is not the best setup for a camera I ever did, but we have Zanussi's motor here, and as I said, I'm gonna try and make more videos about it. And today I'm gonna try and replace the brushes on it because they seem pretty worn out. So you take that wire out, then you have two screws here. You're gonna take each one of them out, the motor back where it was. Try and get it out. Great. Okay. And now we're gonna try to get the second one out. Okay, great. These are extremely stiff. Again, that is pretty much not very comfortable to take out. But again, we've got it out and they're pretty worn out. They're not, if they would be like, that's the maximum wear we can get out of these. This is the only, like, that's about 6 months of 2 loads a day. So these are gonna go in the trash. So how did it went? It went this way. Why? I just want to know which direction these go, so like I put it correctly. So this went this angle, right, like that. Okay, taking it out. This is a new brush, and this is the casing, and you're gonna have to put it around till it goes there. Again, the angle should be the same. Then you're gonna put it back together and know which one goes where. Then we're gonna take the other brush out. Hello. Okay. Again, same procedure. This has been put not very comfortable to take out. Again, you have a clip on the underside. You have to push. That's now pushed. You can slide it out. Take again 2 screws. They should be around the same. Okay, great. Okay, taking this screw out now. Taking the other one, I'm gonna get some sandpaper for this, and we're gonna see how rough this goes. Maybe the bearings also need an oiling. I'll also show you how to do that if it needs. Again, pretty much worn out. No, in this case they seem pretty okay. Like, they're a bit loud, but they wouldn't need a grease. And without the brushes, you spin it out, and if you can hear the bearings, that means you have a problem with the bearings. You should grease them. Again, you put oil, because this is a sealed unit. It has bolts around and some bolts that you can take out. You put some oil, let me focus, between these, exactly there, like here. That is where you should put the you should put the oil between the cover plate and the inner part of the bearing. I'm gonna get some sandpaper and I'm gonna sand it down the rotor. This is a P200 sandpaper. It's not a rough one. You don't need big number sandpaper. For these you need a 200 to, let's say, 400. That'd be the perfect ration of the sandpaper variation, like what you should use. Now you're gonna put it here and you're gonna sand it down again if they stay, and you're gonna spin the motor from the axle. You grab the pulley and you spin it around till it becomes shiny, and that it's not shiny yet. This has a lot of use, to be honest. That should be much easier to become shiny. Okay, so somewhere like that, but all around. Like, I have to do the edges now. You can try to get as much carbon dust as possible. Just don't let any leftovers. If you're gonna do a job, do it right. You can also put an blower to get some of the carbon dust out. Again, only if you know that you use your machine a lot and you know that it has a lot of carbon dust. This machine, even though it was what? Just use quality things. Don't use the... Oh no, I have some Germany one. Okay, so this is a P200 as well, made in Germany. This one is better quality than the green one made in Poland. Like, everything is better than made in China, but to be honest, Germany sandpaper is one of the best. You're gonna sand it down. Don't be too harsh on it. This doesn't have a lot of wear. Again, you want to get as much carbon dust as possible. Just trying to get as much as possible off of it. That's the most you can get out. Like, you can't get anything more out. You know, have reached the point when it's almost looking like brand new. Now we're gonna take the brushes. I can put them over like that, and I'm gonna show you what you have to do now. Okay, so for this I wanted to show you the angle how the brushes should be. So if you put the motor like this with the tachometer towards you, you should put the brush angle to be like this. Like this. And then put it in there. I'm gonna take the screws. They're all the same size, so it doesn't matter which screw you use. Okay, now you're just gonna tighten it up. And I'm not gonna tighten it up all the way because again we have another brush to take care of. This I'm gonna take out. I'm gonna take the new brush, Put the casing like that. Put the new brush in, press it down. Put the cover and put it here. This should be the other way around angle, so if that comes this way of angle, it should come this way of angle, like this. So that's how it should look like. Okay, so after you do these steps, you're gonna have to put the wires. Again, be careful to have the safety pin towards the outside when you place it. And otherwise, if your machine can take another, let's say 5 years of use before you replace the brushes, that's an duration of use, about 6 years. That's how much a washing machine lasts in these years. If it lasts more than 6-7 years, you're gonna have to place it like this if you want to replace the brushes ever again. I'm gonna push it firmly in place. Again, not too brittle on it. That's not the amount of pressure I should apply on it, but again, these can begin to be quite stiff in time. I'm so happy that came right in. Now it comes right up. Just so simple. Even though it's a CE set motor, I would want my zanussi to last a while. So I'm probably gonna look for a better motor for it. Like replacing this CE set that's quite loud. These motors are, with something that's a little bit better quality. Like an original welding motor or something like that. ASCO motor whatsoever. Either way. Now we're gonna place the second screw in. Again, tighten it up as much as you can until it doesn't move. I'm gonna check, and if it moves, you have to tighten it up even more. Here on this one, we have one of the screws that we have to tighten more. And then we have another hole right down there. Take a screw in there as well. Just be careful to not fall in. Be careful to not get the screw in. Okay, so this gets to the point when I'm getting annoyed a bit, and just come out. Okay, thank you. So you put the screws back in, you get the deal how to do it. If not, just look for a tutorial how to tighten up some screws. It's not very complicated. Either way, thank you guys for watching. This was the video. Hopefully it was helpful to someone out there that has a zanussi machine. Older model, wants to replace brushes on it, got the point. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Just a little bit of an aftermath. The motor is gonna be a bit louder at first, but after a couple of uses it's gonna get to be a lot more quieter than before.